everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Creative Studio. I'm really happy to be back from my maternity leave and start off the new year with some fun design trend related content. For those of you who are new here, I'm Veguilla-Lezan, a full-time freelance graphic designer, illustrator, and educator. This channel is where I share helpful design and illustration related tutorials and where I document my creative journey. For the last few years, I've been doing trend roundups for the year as well as discussing my thoughts on the annual Pantone color of the year. So today, I wanted to carry on the tradition as it relates to the 2023 trend video series that I have going up this month. If you want to check out the video from last year's Pantone color of the year, you can check it out in the cards above or in the description box below. So back in December, Pantone announced its 2023 color of the year, Viva Magenta. They call it a hue with a lust for life. It's not the Barbie pink that you think of when you hear the word magenta. It's also not the intense, luxurious pink you saw on the runway of Valentino's Couture. Rather, it's a deeply saturated, vibrant pink. The shade was selected by human trend prognosticators who survey fashion and design. Pantone described the color as an endless new ecosystem to be explored called the Magentaverse. Viva Magenta, aka Pantone 18-1750, is an unconventional shade for an unconventional time. Other words that Pantone uses to describe the color, and by extension the cultural movement and current time that it lives in that we're experiencing, include powerful, empowering, electrifying, boundaryless, audacious, and inclusive. Viva Magenta is brave and fearless and a pulsating color whose exuberance promotes a really joyous and optimistic celebration. It's all about writing a new narrative. Pantone defines it as a nuanced crimson red tone that presents a balance between warm and cool. This year, experts observed a heightened appreciation and awareness of nature. So people are bringing more plants and florals into their homes, finding newfound enjoyment in outdoor recreation and travel after the pandemic-induced pause, and looking to nurturing, life-giving ingredients as a result of the public health crisis. They say magenta is fitting in part because the magenta shade also traces its organic origins to the cochineal, which is an insect that they derive this natural dye carmine from. The color of the year for 2023 merges the richness, warmth, and strength of natural matter with the rich, open horizons of the digital world, Pantone says. The result is a shade that really expands our horizons for authenticity. So when we're looking at these Pantones each year, I like to explore a bit of the history behind these colors. So let's look at the history of magenta. Magenta is actually the name of a town in northwestern Italy. While no one knows for sure, historians speculate that the town may have been named for Marcus Maxentius, a Roman general and later an emperor who had his headquarters there in the 4th century. In 1859, during the Second Italian War of Independence, French and Italian forces defeated the Austrians at Magenta. Shortly afterward, a new type of purplish pink dye made from coal tar was discovered. The color, originally called fuchsine, or fuchsia, after the dye used to create it, was soon renamed magenta. Some suspected it was called magenta after the red color uniforms worn by the French troops. The color became immensely popular. Henri Matisse and the other painters of the Fauvist movement were some of the first to make a major use of magenta in their art. Magenta was used to create a surprisingly bright feel in their work that definitely made an impact on the emotions of those who viewed the paintings. So in addition to making the announcement and sharing the details behind Viva Magenta online, Pantone has also taken things a step further and created a real-world and digital experience for their newest announcement. This year's announcement was accompanied by a new Miami exhibition that opened to the public. Dubbed the Magentaverse, it explored the dynamic between artificial intelligence and human creativity through interactive rooms featuring visual, auditory, and tactile experiences linked to Viva Magenta. Now that you have a roundup of this year's Pantone color of the year, let me know if you're already using the color or plan to implement the color in your design work. If you enjoyed or found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already, make sure to subscribe. If you want to learn how you can create your own color stories using Viva Magenta, definitely check out my tutorial on how you can create your own color palettes in Procreate. It'll be linked above and in the description box below. If you want to check out some of my classes online, you can visit me at www.learncreatedesign.com. And if you want to learn more about me, you can check out my website, bellasofiacreative.com. I hope you found this video helpful and inspiring for the upcoming year. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.